Well, how many times has this question been thrown out there? What's better from an investor standpoint, real estate or stocks? Well, let's see if we can put that answer out one final time. So I did what any individual should do. I Googled this question, and this was the first picture that came up. Now, you may not be able to make sense of this graph, but what it's showing is this big blue line that's spiking way up is the S&P 500 index return over the last number of years. And the smaller line there at the bottom, the red line, is the average home price. So what this graph would apparently show is that real estate has just lagged behind stock investing significantly. But the second picture I saw was this, which shows that the average real estate price in the last couple decades has increased 65%, whereas the stock market high has only been about 49%. Well, this would show that real estate is the better investment. Well, which one is it? The point is, if I'm a stock guy, I'm going to show you this chart. If I'm a real estate guy, I'm going to show you this chart. But here's what we know. We know individuals are flocking to real estate investments like never before. And there's a couple specific reasons for that I want to share with you. Number one is cash flow. Real estate generates cash flow. You have a tenant in place. Tenant is paying rent every month. So every single month, you have that month after month after month income coming into the property. Now, that doesn't always happen. It's not a perfect world. There are instances where you're going to have vacancy, where a tenant may not pay rent. You want to minimize that. Use a professional property manager. But cash flow is a normal part of investing in real estate that you don't necessarily get with all stocks. Secondly is tax deductions, and this is big because the government has allowed and they've created tax deductions for the real estate investing world that you don't get in any other way. You can write off a very high degree of expenses. So that means your taxes, it means your property management expenses, your insurance, all of your maintenance. Those things are deductions to your property. So it's not uncommon for investors to find that at the end of the year with a rental property, they have cash in the bank. They have made hard money. They have money in their pocket that they've made. But yet when you file your taxes with the government, you're actually declaring a loss on that property. It's a tax write-off because of the fact that the government allows us to do so. Third is the equity builds up over time. So this happens when you have a loan on the property. Every month when you make that mortgage payment and you pay some amount of principal, every month you're building up equity as your principal payoff is increasing. You pay more principal every single month. Even if the property doesn't go up in value in any other way, you're paying that property down. You're paying the loan down, which means your equity is increasing over time. The fourth thing is appreciation. If you bought a property and you did nothing to it, you didn't put a tenant in place, you didn't do a thing to it, you just sat on it for 10 years, would it be worth more 10 years from now? Probably so. In most markets, it certainly would. Why? Appreciation. Properties go up in value over time. Why? Because real estate is an asset. It's something that increases in value over time, and this is very attractive to investors. And the last thing is tangibility, control. The fact that you can drive by, you can touch it, you can see it, you can feel it. That's something you can't get with the stock market. Now, there are certainly downsides of real estate investing and risks that come with real estate investing as compared to the stock market. You can't pull your money out just because you want to that day. There are aspects of that. We would be happy to talk with you about helping you decide what's right for you. Because if you want to achieve long-term, stable income, we believe that real estate is the way to do so. Call our office. We'd be happy to talk more with you on this topic.